This is how rich you should be by every age. Watch closely because knowing the average net worth at different stages can help you determine if you are ahead or behind your peers. Many people achieve wealth by following specific steps and understanding when they should hit key financial milestones. While your path to financial success might vary, understanding these benchmarks can help ensure that you're on track. In this video, I'll break down exactly how much wealth you need to accumulate by each age based on the Federal Reserve's data and strategies to help you to get there. If you're under 18 years old, your net worth is expected to be around $0, which is perfectly normal. This is because you're probably relying on your parents for financial support, whether it's for education, housing, or basic needs. At this age, the goal here isn't to amass wealth, but to understand key financial concepts and investing in yourself. This is the time to learn how to save, understand the value of money, and potentially earn a small income through part-time jobs. Developing good financial habits early, like only spending money on what you need, can set you up for success later in life. At ages 18 to 25 years old, the median net worth is around $5,000. This is because you're most likely just starting out in your career or pursuing higher education. At this stage, many people have minimal assets and are focused on building the groundwork for future success. You may be earning a modest income from your first full-time job, part-time work, or internships. However, it's not uncommon to have a negative net worth because you might have a student loan debt. At this stage, you should start building an emergency fund by saving a few months' worth of expenses to cover unexpected costs. It's also important to start investing in stocks or ETFs because you have more time to grow your assets. If you haven't already, the best advice when it comes to investing is to simply put your money into the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in the US. This is because it's safe and has a historical return of 10% per year over the last 20 years. If you don't know how to start investing, here's how you can do it in less than a minute. Firstly, you need to sign up for a broker. I recommend using Moomoo because it's easy to use and it has no commission fee. You can use the link in the description of the video to get a $35 sign-up bonus. After you sign up for the app, you need to deposit money and convert your local currency into USD if you're not living in the US. Lastly, search for the stock or ETF that you want to buy, like the SPY ETF, and buy it. If you're lost, I made a 4-minute tutorial on how to invest in stocks using the Moomoo app in another video. You can watch it right after this one if you're interested. The median net worth at 25 to 34 years old is approximately $25,000. This decade is about building your financial foundation and managing debt if you're in it. You're likely advancing in your career, earning a stable income, and starting to build assets like stocks, savings, and buying your first home. For example, Bitcoin is recommended because it's one of the best performing assets in the world, with more than a 500% return over the last 5 years. The main drawback of Bitcoin is that it's volatile, but you can take advantage of this by dollar cost averaging, which is to buy Bitcoin every month, regardless of its price. To start investing in Bitcoin, you need to sign up for a cryptocurrency exchange like Coinbase using the link in the description of the video. After you've signed up, you need to deposit money and choose the cryptocurrency that you want to buy, like Bitcoin. Lastly, enter how much Bitcoin you want to buy and complete the payment. Between 35 to 44 years old, the median net worth is around $135,000, which is a huge jump from the previous age group. This is because people in this age group are more well established in their careers, with higher income, savings, and investments. This decade is about wealth accumulation and growth. Your investment portfolio should be growing steadily, and you should review it regularly to ensure that it's well diversified and aligned with your long-term goals. You might also be managing significant expenses during this period, like maintaining a home or paying off the remainder of your loans. Planning for the future becomes more important at this stage, like drafting a will and ensuring that you have sufficient insurance coverage. The median net worth for ages 45 to 54 years old is $246,000. This is often the peak of your earning potential, and it's important to ramp up your savings. Ideally, you should have accumulated significant assets, whether it's in savings accounts, a paid-off home, or other investments. With potentially higher income and more assets, you should focus on securing your financial future. You should also aim to maximize your retirement account contributions, invest wisely, and consider opportunities to protect your wealth. During this decade, your investment strategy should shift slightly to ensure that your portfolio is more risk-averse as you approach retirement. Healthcare and long-term care planning is also essential at this stage because expenses can grow significantly. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the top 1% of every age group. The net worth for the top 1% starts at $653,224 between the ages of 18 to 24 years old. It ends at $16,229,800 at ages 80 and above. In reality, it's extremely difficult to become a millionaire when you're young because it takes time to grow wealth. Because of this, the top 1% from ages 18 to 34 years old are extreme outliers. These people probably got rich through inheritance from a business or were incredibly lucky in their careers. For example, well-known young actors, YouTubers, or streamers can potentially earn over $1 million per year. On the other hand, the top 1% between the ages of 34 and 69 typically achieve their wealth through high-paying careers, strategic investments, or business ownership. Some also benefit from intergenerational wealth and use smart strategies to preserve and grow their wealth. After age 69, you can see that the net worth for the top 1% drops significantly. This is mainly due to retirement, reduced income, and increased spending. If you are nowhere close to the top 1%, don't worry, because it's an unrealistic goal to set for yourself. Instead, you should aim for a net worth that is higher than the median, which is what I've reviewed in this video. For example, if you are between the ages of 25 to 34 years old, having a net worth of over $25,000 means that you're already ahead of 50% of your peers. If you live below your means, invest frequently, and consistently progress in your career, you should have no trouble getting there.